Shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful. He was sure that he would get it done, and he did exactly that. Congrats.
All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show.
Right.
One guy is known for his diverse attack on the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very start of the grappling exchanges.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Nice hook lands.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep.
Wow, actually got the takedown.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted. Watch knees to the body.
Man, look at him load up on that right.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one? Big body kicks.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Under 2 minutes now to go.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Oh, crisp boxing here. The right punch followed immediately up by a left. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
Holy smokes! What a performance!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the... Now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop.
I'm still Wiz, got me in that mood. How they hitting when they know they nothing do? I heard they hitting cause they know I got the juice. Yeah. They like, oh, they watching how I move. They be acting like we cool. You thought this was, I ain't no fool. Gas in my joint, what you smoking, don't flatter me. My got my back, ain't no need for a battery. Blowing all these ones, look like we hit the lottery. My OG just hit me up, he told me that he proud of me. Always going hard, a lot of people that count on me. Always in the studio, and that's increasing my salary. I remember I was young when they hated and doubted me. Now I'm bossed up with my name on the property, and now we don't care what it costs. I started, you hear the exhaust, smoking cushy with my dogs. The way she made it, she got it looking like applause. I'm getting all these plaques and got enough space on my wall. Diamonds dripping like a faucet. Big bag, I want a big bag. If it ain't getting money, you can skip that. Big bag, I want a big bag. Put you in a two-seater, let you kick back. I'm still Wiz, got me in that mood. How they hating when they know that I'm that dude? I hear they hating cause they know I got the juice. They real, still park the whip and chill, still never popping pills, still got them in their feels, still give them chills, pill, $100 bills, had a crib in the hills, one trip, couple mil, high, fall asleep and still making sales, one hand on the wheel, couple bands on the mill, playing on the field, weighed on the scale, in the air for 20 years, I was unavailable, seen how much I'm worth, started thinking I was dateable, all my getting rich dudes, I done paid a few. Smoking weed by the zip, millions, I done made a few. Stick to stay, I'm stacking up and staying out the way. Big bag, I want a big bag. If it ain't getting money, you can skip that. Big bag, I want a big bag. Put you in a Rolls Royce, let you kick back. I'm still whiz, got me in that mood. How they hating when they know that I'm that dude? I hear they hating cause they know I got the juice. They like, ooh. Watching how I move. They be acting like we cool. You thought this was, I ain't no fool. I'm still whiz.
I've been waiting my whole life, drifting slowly through the night. Feet don't fail me now. Move without a sound. The shadow of a doubt. We see it from the underground. Feet don't fail me now. Move without a sound. The shadow of a doubt. We see it from the underground. Coming to your door, about to take my money. Chop that shit, boy, it don't mean nothing. Moving with the jack, cause I hang out with the junkies. The government, cause they never gonna love me. Everybody running. Smile to your face, but they all want something. Coming to your door, about to take my money. The government, cause they never gonna love me. Get up. Blood still rising from the snow. Watch the sky fall from below. Feet don't fail me now. Move without a sound. The shadow of a doubt. We see it from the underground. Feet don't fail me now. Move without a sound. The shadow of a doubt. We see it from the underground. Coming to your door, about to take my money. Chop that shit, boy, it don't mean nothing. Moving with the jack, cause I hang out with the junkies. The government, cause they never gonna love me. Everybody running. Smile to your face, but they all want something. Coming to your door, about to take my money. The government, cause they never gonna love me. Coming to your door, about to take my money. Chop that shit, boy, it don't mean nothing. Moving with the jack, cause I hang out with the junkies. The government, cause they never gonna love me. Everybody running. Smile to your face, but they all want something. Coming to your door, about to take my money. The government, cause they never gonna love me. I believe that this world is always. I believe that human mind now is fooling itself. I believe they wanna keep us wondering what's next. I believe they keep us pushing for we won't connect. Pausing and running, tossing and turning, columns are burning. Deja vu with discernment.
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Here's the heavyweight contender, Francis Ngannou. Of course, he has challenged for UFC gold. He learned a lot in that fight against Stipe Miocic, but for my money, this is the biggest power threat punch for punch in the UFC today.
It's unbelievable the amount of power that Francis Ngannou possesses. But as you said, he learned in the Miocic fight, because how could he not be learning? He's only been fighting for about 5-6 years. So this guy is truly a blank canvas. Every day, he's getting better and better and better. And he's one of the guys that you can see that before long, he will be wearing the UFC heavyweight title.
And he has certainly given back to his native Cameroon, founded the Francis Ngannou Foundation. They have opened a gym over there. But Ngannou's still with a lot of work to do here in the octagon, and that effort continues in earnest here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. 4 years, the difference in age between these two fighters, with similar height and some differences in reach. The veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 264 pounds. Walt, the Big Chicken Harris. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer holding a professional record of 16 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 250 pounds. Fighting out of Paris, France, Francis the Predator Ngannou. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Miragliotta.
So Dan Miragliotta shares the cage.
You ready?
Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and it's going to be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Rock him, shock him out of the chute here. Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Takedown defense holds up. And there comes the separation now. All right, so another...
Oh, he's hurt. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh! Just over 3 minutes to go now. Whiffs on the right hand.
Big punch land. Ooh. Oh!
That's a big hook.
You got him. Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook.
DC didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point.
Well, he continues to find the openings tonight. Beautiful connection with a punch there.
Accuracy at its best. Oh, nice jab.
All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off, DC.
I believe that the jab was lost in mixed martial arts initially, but now it has been found, and it's been found by this young man in this octagon tonight.
Good work from the top here by the Predator, Francis Ngannou. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to ring.
All right, so a high-level round there for him. We'll show you some of the action here, and you got to think the knockdown is going to be featured prominently here. Thought he might have had him out of there.
He thought he had him, but the guy's tough. The guy's durable. He has a fantastic chin, but he just needs to stay the course. He does not need to be discouraged. Think about this. You're winning, and you're winning going away. That was just a moment. Keep going in the same direction, and you will get the finish that you want so bad.
No excuses. Go back out there, put the pressure on. Hands high, move forward.
Let's go for it.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? That knee might have landed there. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one up? Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt. Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Oh, nice.
Lands to the body there. Well, it's not due to a lack of effort. He continues to throw, but this is like double-A striking. This is not high level.
Yeah, you can't be missing. It take what a
And potentially a critical takedown here. Right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments.
Both fighters get up now. Just misses there with the left. Oh, double leg lands. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. And he's back up. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Oh, big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Oh, and there's a takedown attempt, DC. Not a great one. Might as well tell your opponent you're shooting, huh?
Yeah, he's your best friend. Tell him that you want to take him to his back and watch him defend and then beat you up when the fight's standing.
53 total strikes have landed for Francis Ngannou. And connecting with a 39% accuracy rate here tonight against Francis Ngannou.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Again, shoots for a takedown. Not there once again. 20 seconds to go.
You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks.
That knee might have landed there. Oh, these are some devastating knees, as we might say in Boston, some wicked, effective knees.
I love when you talk like that.
I know you do.
I think it's so good. But there's a guy, I love the way you talk, but I love the way this guy fights, and he's throwing those knees in order to shut the lights off of his opponent.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
Third round underway.
Wow, actually got the takedown.
All right, he's got the feet on the hips now, DC, in a pretty good position to get out, I would think, if he so chooses.
Absolutely. This is the ideal position for escaping. Now, you're not going to get a submission off or anything like that, but you having your feet on your opponent's hips, it just allows you to build a push. You just push with your feet. You elevate your opponent's hips away from you, and then you just get a jiu-jitsu escape. Push your hand back, hip heights up, back to your feet. Now we're back to fight.
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Back to the feet. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Under 3 minutes now to go in the fight. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Tries to mix in a takedown here. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his huge strike lands there. Somehow, his opponent stayed up with him.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Oh! Well, oh! He's out!
He's done, he's done! What a fight!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
This shit hit 7 stone. Y'all shit been getting old. Think we just set the tone. New crib and never home. I learned to make it on. Either you do or don't. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I smile and shake a hand. It's always the same dance. I move like a rain man. Right, yeah. They been fighting, can't change him. They been trying, can't tame him. I'm a lion in game's den. Diamonds. Cold. Pressure. Diamonds. Cold. Pressure. Yeah. Pressure, 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 pressure. Let's go. Pressure, pressure. Yeah. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Pressure, pressure. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rags to riches. I feel like Aladdin, I had to get it. I jump with the butcher with no to my granny. Don't worry, be back in a minute. She a hater and I get it. Asking now, she's so happy I did it. The magic of love and the sentence. No, we first, man, we breathe and we live it. Wow. We just worked all week and sick to town. Girls is going wild, we know that Simmer Brown. House so big, this shit, it feel like lost and found. Dog, I feel so big, can't let y'all stop me now. Pressure, pressure, pressure. How we get here, only God knows. Pressure, 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 pressure. Let's go. Pressure, pressure. Yeah. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Pressure, pressure. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
drifting.
All right, coming up next, it's a lightweight bout between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Marc Diakiese. All right, so here's the English lightweight hopeful Marc Diakiese. He was 12-0 before running into Drakkar Klose back in 2017. Big win over Joe Duffy in 2019, and a lot of people think eventually Diakiese is going to find his way into that top 15.
As Diakiese has tried to make his way into the top 15, he has had to shore up some of the holes in his game. As you saw in the close fight, he had a lot of difficulty clearing the clinch position, was not able to get back to the center where he can use his striking advantage. This guy's a very well-rounded kickboxer, has a background in Muay Thai, but was not able to use any of that in the fight against Drakkar Klose, and it showed because he didn't get his hand raised. But when he went back against Joe Duffy, you saw the improvements. You saw how he had identified the weaknesses and started to work on them, and it led to him getting his hand raised.
And I got to think in a video game setting, pretty fun guy to play with. Marc Diakiese ready to go here tonight. All right, so here he is, the undisputed UFC lightweight champion, DC, your teammate Khabib Nurmagomedov, undefeated 27-0. And history is certainly going to look back fondly upon what this guy has accomplished and puts that undefeated record on line yet again here tonight.
Usually at this point in your career, guys have made a mistake. There's been a hiccup. For Khabib, there has been no hiccup, no missteps on his way to becoming one of the longest undefeated streaks that we've seen in mixed martial arts history. And it's because the skill is so high in every facet of mixed martial arts. He has fantastic striking. He has unbelievable wrestling, coupled with his sambo and the ground control and the ground and pound of Khabib Nurmagomedov is second to none. One of the most damaging, dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
He is a man of principle, and no one knows better than you. There may be guys who work as hard in the game, but no one works harder than Khabib.
Nobody works harder.
And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. 4 years apart, with the same height and some differences in reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 14 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Doncaster, England, Marc Bone Crusher Diakiese. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, here we go with round one. You are paid to tell us what you think is going to happen as an analyst. We have a striker, we have a grappler. Doesn't always play out that way, but what are you expecting to see in this fight?
I'm expecting the grappler to try and go and make contact with his opponent.
Right.
If he can make contact, he can drag this fight to the mat. I expect the striker to try and maintain range with his jab, with his kicks, to make this a stand-up affair.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
We march on, 3 minutes to go. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
So as we pull up some numbers here for you, 29 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Nice leg kick there by Diakiese. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Double leg lands. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do next.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
45 seconds remain in the round. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it. Now he's a title.
This fight, folks, you see he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round, saved by the bell. So back to the stool, mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway. Pretty good straight punch there by Diakiese.
Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to live. Now he's chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is. He's moving to the finisher position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish. Oh, man, that was slick.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Diakiese. Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Oh, trying to turn out the lights with that roundhouse kick, but just misses. Nice punch by Diakiese. Starting to see some of the damage cut underneath that right eye. Back and forth we go. Oh, nice job by him there to get the takedown. I would think that gets the Olympians' stamp of approval.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What a fantastic job of getting the takedown when he needs it. Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. Well, he's got his back now. Under the neck. Oh, and now he flattens him out, DC. A couple hooks in. This could be trouble.
Look at all that hip pressure he has into his opponent's back. Now he'll start to rain down brutal ground and pounds.
And you better intelligently defend here. This could be the beginning of the end. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC. And defensively, you better be careful. All right, that's the end of round number 2. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. 2 men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
This round, you're losing. Listen to me, you're losing. You got to go out there and use your striking. You got to put together.
All right, here we go, DC. Our next round is underway, and he's chasing some punch stat records tonight. That was some serious volume and efficiency in the previous round.
Normally you see that in boxing, where a guy just throws so many strikes. But this man has taken it to the octagon, looking to break all the punch records before the night is over.
Side control now. So back to the well with the elbows now, and he's landing them in bunches. So his opponent better figure some solutions out here and in short order.
He better keep those hands high, or he's going to be all sliced up like a lot of the guys that fight Tony Ferguson.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight. Right hand punch to the clinch.
And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he going to do to follow up? Great action to get to that takedown.
We passed the midway point of the third and final round. Oh, that cut is looking nastier by the minute. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. It's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's...
Take him down, cut him. Take him down, cut him. Over and over, he's securing these takedowns.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard.
That's it. Herb Dean steps in.
Wow! Wow! Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Well, you've got to admire the approach there. Just eternally aggressive down the stretch, late in the fight, lands the huge shot cleanly, and clearly hurt his opponent very badly. He wanted to make sure the judges stayed out of this fight. Mission accomplished. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 52 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. And he did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.
For me there, but I don't know if I'm going on. Smoking on Sequoia, running from a paranoia. Hollywood want me to come and live and die in California. I ain't going out like River Phoenix. I wanna enjoy all of the spoils. I'm a golden boy like Oscar De La Hoya. I'm a soldier, masked up like it's the end of October. Blowing Doja in the streets with Manny Fresh down in the Noya. I done told you, when it come to beef and I ain't kosher, bought a Cobra just to keep you snakes closer. I can spy a motive, y'all can try and clone this. Get them lines quoted, but him and I know this. Line of my opponents, hold the eyes open, rip out the hearts to let them all die soulless. This step, ride the music. This step, ride the music. East side. This step, ride the music. This step, ride the music. All night when I'm rolling dirty. How many times you gon' play with death before you 30? But I'm chosen, so I'm rolling with 11 on my closest, on a mission to get rich like Danny Ocean. How we rolling all through traffic with this mob apparatus. These people want me in the casket, still I'm rolling. I heard heaven got a place for me there, but I don't know if I'm going on. I heard them say they want the old gunner. Am I still tongue coyotes in the road runners? Family, I'll leave your ass with no brothers. It ain't no love when you become a man with no mother. That's what it was. I used to get my ass beat just because I ran away and hit the trap. They couldn't make me budge. Junior year, my homie selling crack right off the bus. Knew that I wasn't turning back when I got cup charged. It's the territory, y'all don't want to march. Cemetery full of graves. I can finish what you start. Lost a milli when they sued me for a fight inside a bar. I hope you pussy think of me every time that you see the scar. This step, ride the music. This step, ride the music. East side. This step, ride the music. This step, ride the music. All night when I'm rolling dirty. How many times you gon' play with death before you 30? But I'm chosen, so I'm rolling with 11 on my closest, on a mission to get rich like Danny Ocean. Now we rolling all through traffic with this mob apparatus. These people want me in the casket, still I'm rolling. I heard heaven got a place for me there, but I don't know.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, you just never know when the next UFC superstar is going to emerge. I submit to you, the UFC's interim middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, only made his UFC debut in February of 2018. And it's an understatement to say he has taken this sport by storm.
It's an understatement, a massive understatement. For a long time, I had heard about Israel Adesanya before he even got to the UFC, but did not know what to expect. I did not expect such a versatile skill set, an ability to stay upright, an ability to deal with the pressure of wrestlers, an ability to stay the course whenever things aren't going necessarily as you planned. He was just wise beyond his time in the octagon from the moment he got there. And I think that's because he chose the exact right time to come to the UFC.
Right, he didn't force it. He has become a sensation overnight. And most people believe when it comes to Israel Adesanya, the best is yet to come.
You ready? Are you ready?
Round one is upon us between two of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find any... resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down the film.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream.
Oh, and the ankle pick to get him down. We'll see if he can capitalize.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Gets right back up.
I mean, what an ankle pick. If he would have drove into his opponent, maybe he would have secured the top position.
Beats the elbow there. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. That one is going to end the fight.
Yep. They continue to exchange. Now, oh, and a quick entry.
Great single entry. Rotates the high crotch, taking for a while.
Oh.
Nice big takedown. What a technique. What a takedown. Great high impact skill.
You could feel the canvas reverberating here at the
I
broadcast.
mean, right there. Boom, 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 boom. It's like me running anywhere, John.
That's right. Looks like he's trying to set up a takedown here. There's
The
the attempt.
record is on repeat. Wash and rinse over and over again. It's takedown after takedown.
And they both stand up. Oh, that kick is good by Adesanya. Straight there, he could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done. Oh, he got hurt bad.
Beautiful strike there by Israel Adesanya. He's got a look.
The fight's over. He's done. He's done.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. Let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched glove.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest.
I can swallow up, bottle up, alcohol in 'em, feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like the Godzilla. My whole squad's in here walking around the party, a cross between a zombie apocalypse and Bobby the Ranking which is probably the same reason.
Are you ready? You ready?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick'em fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we have seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers thus far.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup.
Both fighters back to their feet now. All right, early round one, we'll see if he can use that jab and try to keep his opponent on the outside. Must be nice for these long fighters, huh?
I mean, they are able to touch you as you try to enter into range. Tonight, he needs to use his jab, use his kicks to hit his opponent before his opponent can get into range to even start thinking about striking. Nice punch land.
Oh, collar tie. And he switches to southpaw. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. And that left hook landed on the butt. Quick entry here.
Nice single leg entry. Rotates the head outside to a high crouch. Takes it for a ride. Slams him on his back. What a takedown.
How's that feel to be on the wrong end of that?
Not, I mean, I'm sad.
I knew that was coming.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
And he comes through with a big knee. Back to the feet. Just misses with the straight right. Israel Adesanya gets the takedown. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen. Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range.
Oh, beautiful 1-2 punch.
He can barely stand.
Straight right, he misses. Able to check the high kick.
Punch over the top.
Final seconds of round one. Bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fight progresses.
All right, so we'll see how it goes here. This round, previous round, it was all him just taking his opponent down really every time he entered.
Yeah, every time he got it on the leg, he was able to secure a finish. And that is the idea you want as a wrestler going into a fight. If you have to change up the technique, it's fine. It's not always going to be the very first attack. When it's the first attack, you're very happy. But most times, you got to change things together if you want to take down a great fighter.
And we know how hard it is to maintain the wrestling, right? The hours required in the gym to make sure that wrestling's still at a high level. He's putting in the time.
Yes, he's putting in the time. And also, you see it in his movement. When he gets to an attack, he's constantly shifting positions. He's constantly moving his opponent. He's constantly trying to give him too much information to process.
Right.
And that comes from a lifetime of wrestling.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Really making good use. Quick entry to get him on a
that
single.
was a great single.
Oh.
They flipped him over the top. What a fantastic takedown.
Welcome to the Cormier Express. Well, he works hard to get up again here, but he looks hurt. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Pretty good strike there, but not a ton of meat on the bone. Kind of looks like me at the Boca Raton Boxing District.
He's used everything he could early in the fight. Now it's just survival.
Ooh, blocks the shot. Oh, a little single collar tie there. Well, you're starting to see the damage now, bleeding from his cheek.
Switch knee lands to the body. Nice strike.
Adesanya gets the tie clinch here.
This can change the fight. Another takedown.
Takedown. Gets up again here, but hurting. Just misses there with the left. And both guys really throwing with authority. And as effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down.
Oh, perfect head kick there. Misses with the left hook. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh! He's out!
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous...